What is going on, collective? Armirica the Empress, daughter of Anubis, high priest of spirit. What is going on, you guys? Okay, so big shit, like some big shit. So I have already recorded this fucking video, but it is no longer to be found in my phone. And then YouTube tells me, oh my gosh, so we can't upload it. It was a fail. It couldn't upload. And I'm like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? A fail? What the hell? You know, so me being who the fuck I am, I'm like, oh my God, here we go with this Mercury. But again, I'm a planner, so this is nothing to me. This is like shit. All right, so I get another chance to pick something else to wear, say it a little differently. I just get another chance. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that I get another chance. That's what matters to me. So, period. Because I look better on this video than I did the first time. So, thank you, ancestors, angels, guides, and all positive forces that look over me. Archangel Michael coming in protect me to channel this energy here for the collective. But catch this. I do find it quite strange, you know what I'm saying, how I seen a rainbow. A rainbow was in my video, guys. Celestial alignment was in my video earlier, and I screenshotted it. That was the only important thing that the ancestors wanted me to get from that. So that's what I got from it, the rainbow. And I actually shared that. I'm probably going to share it again here, you know what I'm saying, so you guys can see it. It was a fucking rainbow in the motherfucking video, in this motherfucker. So I'm like, yes, it was, the video was aligned, period. Even if it didn't upload, that's what I got, you know. But anyway, so all right. This video is in regards to self-care tips for aspects of your life. Okay? The aspects of your life, I categorized them already, and I'm going to break down, of course, and explain. But long story short, the categories of your life, the first one I said was money. And I said the next one would be health. And I said self-care, period. Psychic powers and alignment. And the reason why I'm just calling this one like the self-care tips is because love, if love is the highest energy of all, then that means that you need to be giving yourself that highest energy of all before you can get or receive that all from anything else. So that all of which is love is more significant. So it's self-care, period. So that's what I'm calling these are tips. These are self-care tips. And what I did was categorize them. Okay, so I got different tips for these different categories, period. And all of these categories are aspects of our life, period. Now, the first one I want to start with is money. Okay, so I broke the money category down into two. Okay, I said money and I said business. All right, so I said bills and I said business. So of course we're talking about the money, so we on to the money. All right, which is why money was being stated again. When it comes to your bills, you know what I'm saying, the aspect of your bills of life, I feel like it is very important for you to be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be honest with who you are, you know, being open. This is the money aspect is your heart chakra. So off rip, you need to be open, which means your heart needs to be open, which means you need to be receptive to what's being sent to you in all forms, you know what I'm saying, and accept it accordingly, because it's a part of you and something that's going to help you to move forward. Okay, so I put down, you know, I was like, you know, you have to be more open, you know, to receiving help other than asking for it, you know what I'm saying. So before you get ready to go and ask for some help, you need to be open and adjust the reality of see what resources you have for you to receive help, you know what I'm saying. Be more open to receiving before you go straight to asking motherfuckers and shit like that. You need to exercise the resources. That makes you more resourceful instead of just the resource. Exercising your resources, how you catapult your manifestations off of the resources that's around you. That's what makes you resourceful. And we all want to be resourceful and dependable instead of the resource and codependence. Okay, so that's the key in this motherfucking shit, you know. I also said, you know, when it comes to being generous, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, you need to be more generous in those times when you feel like you don't have anything. You need to feel those situations out, because generosity is key. You know what I'm saying? That's the actual energy of giving and receiving, is generosity with no persona. And that persona comes from how you are presenting yourself, which is how you are, comes from how you are evaluating yourself behind closed doors. How do you prioritize your life? How is it being presented? Is it right? You know what I'm saying? Can you sleep at night? That's some shit that you really need to be thinking about, you know. in this energy. But when you're being more generous at heart, you know, you're giving, you're doing, you know what I'm saying? I noticed a lot of people saying recently, you know, they've been dipping into their savings. That's very beautiful for you to dip into your savings. The fact that you even have a fucking savings to dip into is amazing. The fact that that energy is present, you need to make sure you keep that shit going. I always try to tell people, there's always room at the table to motherfucking eat. Motherfuckers is just real picky in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You got these motherfuckers who don't like their food touching, who don't eat this certain type of thing, who don't even want to touch a motherfucking vegetable or fruit. You know what I'm saying? So it's room in this motherfucker. It's just how you choose to see things, feeling things through. You know what I'm saying? So just making sure that you're being honest with yourself. No persona. Period. That's how you handle this shit. Because this world is a tsunami. So you need to make sure you are being honest with yourself. Don't play with yourself. Because ain't shit a game in this motherfucker. I just got a frequency in my ear. Ain't shit a motherfucking game. Also, if you like, the next category I put the money into is business. So if you have a business, you know what I'm saying, and you're struggling, you know, with, you know, financing your business, you need to look at all the tools you have available around you and plan out what do you need. So like, let's say, for example, if you got products but you ain't got no labels, all right? So if you got if you got labels but ain't got no ink, all right? So the first thing is, with the products with no labels, you need to make your own labels. Do you have paper to make your own labels? Do you have a pen to write your own your ingredients or whatever out? You need to get real creative at those times when shit is out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to show what you really care about. That's this heart chakra shit. So money does, you know, it stems from the heart chakra. You got to care about some shit. You really do. People, places, and or things. Whatever you want to be connected to you got to care about it. And that means seeing it through even when you can't see through, you know. So it's like, it's always like my grandma would say all the time, it's always more than one way to skin a cat. So get the skin of that motherfucker shit. Like literally, I need some skins on the grounds in this motherfucker, okay? I need evidence, all right? And another thing too, if it's all energy, why aren't you letting the energy work for you anyway, for your highest good? You know what I'm saying? So, and if that's the case, then when it comes to those things, you know, don't you think God, Allah, your ancestors, you know what I'm saying, they want to see that you are worthy? You know what I'm saying? They want to see that you will surrender or make the sacrifice for yourself first before you come and asking somebody else. They want to see that. That's an energy. That takes action. That's movement, period. That's all it is. That's what it is. Movement. So you need to get some motherfucking putting a move on that motherfucking shit. You know? The next category, health. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to this self-care aspect about health, cook at the motherfucking house. What else? And I don't mean regularly cook at the house, because see, that's the problem that we having. You know what I'm saying? So you get in the regular shit. That's cute. You know what I'm saying? You can make the same thing that you get from McDonald's or Fridays or Applebee's. All that shit is cute. But the fact that you are still invoking in that energy, you're still not satisfied with how you're eating, how your body's turning out, what's coming out of you, what's going in you. You're not satisfied. Something is keeping you still stuck. So it's more than just cooking at home. It is changing how you cook at home when you are at home. You adapt to the shift. You don't do things the same way. So, like, for example, conscious consuming is very important when it comes to the health. You know what I'm saying? So at this time in the life, you know what I'm saying, if you need to intake more vegetables, you need to find your favorite food. If that's a stir fry, you need to stir fry it up at the house. Okay, and add something else in there. You know what I'm saying? Another herb or something like that to any other ailment that you're having in your life. That's how you're going to solve those things when it comes to your health. There is an herb to heal any ailment or illness inside of any organ in or outside of your body right now. And you can plant that motherfucker or buy it right now. Like, that is just the facts of the matter. So there is no excuses. Also, you can purchase seeds and plants on food stamps right now. Now, of course, different states may be different, but I'm located in Georgia, and I'm very quite sure that this down south you can definitely do that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, even if you gotta get your sister to do, you know, you make it work. Make it work. But that's just a cue for you. You can do those things. Your health starting a garden is gonna be significant. That's going to come with a study. When should I plant the seeds? Do I need soil? What type of soil? Listen, you're going to need a journal. The health aspect requires you journaling. You're going to need a journal. You're going to need to read. You're going to need to study. You're going to need to pay attention to everything. That's what comes with your health. What is your body doing? Oh my God, so my foot is aching. Okay, so the aches is in my foot. All right, so what herb can heal the aches inside of my foot? Okay, so I got that basil. All right, so how am I going to get this down to my foot expeditious? Okay, so it seems like I might need to do a foot soak. All right, so let me go get some basil, some Epsom salt, and some warm water and get this shit popping. We're going to do this for about a week of this motherfucker. See how this turn out. That's the shift that we need to happen when it comes to your health. I also recommend to buy a house plant. The money tree, I always recommend that. Since we're on the energy, in the energy of the heart chakra, trying to figure out what we need, I would recommend a money tree right now. Also, I would recommend aloe vera, okay? And I would recommend, a snake plant or an air purifier, a plant to purify the air. You know what I'm saying? A plant to release radiation, okay? African violet. You need to get up on it. You know what I'm saying? This is the move. Studying a plant, studying a seed, the life outside of yourself will make you see life so differently, I promise. Another thing that I would recommend is a bird feeder. Seeing how birds adjust to what you're giving them is amazing. It's just like planting a seed, watching life grow. The birds coming to your bird feeder every morning will have you shook. I'm talking like you will see new birds every other day. Oh, that's a blue jay, that's a cardinal, that's an American robin. You'll be naming them all. Get in tune with what's around you. That's all I'm saying when it comes to your health. That's what pick you up. If there's an herb that heals for the organ, that means there's an organ that's attached to a planet attached to a zodiac. It's just one long string, not a rabbit hole, one long string of knowledge that you need to grab a hold of, pull it in, reel it in. This is a form of Reiki healing, reeling that energy in, you know what I'm saying? And pushing all that other energy out, releasing, yeah, that's something that you guys could probably need to tap into. Reiki, healing, yoga, and those things like that for your health. Bringing more oxygen back to your body, lowering your pressure, lowering your anxiety, and lowering your depression. That's what we need to do right now. Okay? So we have this self-care energy, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to self-care, I always like to say this is the beauty in your self-esteem. Okay, so in these aspects, if you can't get your hair and nails done, I need you to do it for yourself, ma'am, sir. I need you to do that. I need you to tap in. I need you to be more self-sufficient on yourself to invoke self-care. That's what you're going to have to do. Practice this on someone more than you. Get inspired by what you can do for you that helped you, that may help another individual. That's what's going to help your self-care get up. Practice this often. Practice does make perfect. Also, this is the area where you further extend on the conscious consuming, as opposed to the health. This is where we getting down to the toothpaste, the lotions. Okay, this is where we getting down to what you're putting on your body, what's keeping you cleansed. The oils, you know what I'm saying? The deodorant. If you notice that fluoride is in the toothpaste, that lowers your IQ. There's a label on the back of the toothpaste. It's different colors. It can be red, purple, green. All that shit means something. It's chemically combined to help you not see in between. So now it's time for you to get more holistic products. Support a holistic business. We ain't got to get all black on shit, as long as that shit is holistic in this motherfucker. See, when we start categorizing how we do things, that's another thing that set limitations on us. Oh, it got to be black on. So what? I just bought Burt's last week. It said it didn't have no chemicals in it. That's what I need. I'm not finna force myself in no category or no place where I'm not even meant to be. I'm working on me. I'm trying to have Cosmic Balance to be the #1 black-owned business. I don't have time to limit myself. I'm making those same products. I'm just testing this, and it's working quite well. So if you can't purchase them, make them. Get to it. It's time to get to it. There should be no excuses. No excuses, no complaining, and no motherfucking chasing. Alright? Next we have the psychic powers, okay? So when I'm talking about the psychic powers, I'm talking about the third eye, I'm talking about the intuition, I'm talking about that shit that's helping you, that pineal gland, all that shit right there. It gets a little tricky. Yep, you are correct. It's a little scary. Sure. Correct. All that shit in between. It's weird, taboo, whatever society want to put on you. That's what the fuck it do. And I'm going to keep it a buck with you. That's what it is. That's the reality. Fortunately. But due to the fact of this being the psychic, you can mold that reality in your own way by making sure that your forum is set up in a major way. And I like to say forum, you know, that was given to me by a close one. And I love the way it was used. So I, of course, adapted that. It's the forum for me. My forum is Anubis on the left and Maat on the right, period. That's the forum. I didn't start with my ancestors, you know, most of us do, some of us don't, but I sure as hell started with an ancestor that was, that called me, you know, in. So, but those talks are very deep now, but you do need to start off cute and sweet, okay? So, what I recommend, you know, when it comes to self-care of the psychic powers, I always recommend the first thing, first and foremost, always, is an altar. An altar. Earth, air, water, fire must be on that altar. Okay, earth, air, water, fire are the elements. An example of air is an incense. That's usually what people get caught up on. An incense and a feather is an example of the air energy. Okay, fire, of course, is the candle. Water, of course, is water, period. Whether that's rain, sleet, hail, or snow. Okay, earth is the crystals, the rocks, the dirts, the soil. You need all of those elements on your altar first and foremost, period. You ain't getting no connect if you ain't got it on your altar. I always recommend the first thing to put on your altar is a crystal grid. I always recommend working with the chakras and the crystals first when you're trying to connect, because you see the ancestors are here, but you got to make sure you're ready for these connects. You can't just jump in the net. You can't get caught in the net like the fish, you know what I'm saying? When they reel them in that big ass net, you can't get caught up in that motherfucking net. You got to get out. You supposed to be hearing that warning 20 minutes before the net even got into the area and warning the whole community, let's get up out of here. You better make it. You can't get caught up in the net. So starting, you know, with those elements will help you not get caught up in the net. It'll help you not get lost in the rabbit hole. It'll give you reassurance. That's what it would do. So I always recommend setting up an altar. You know, of course, if you do have loved ones, I kindly do recommend that you do place them up there. But I just want to leave this small note with you. Some of our ancestors died amongst a few, you know what I'm saying, and didn't know what to do. You got to make sure they really want to help you. Okay, so that's the cue. So don't miss those things. You know, that's why I say start off with what is really naturally connected with you, which is this earth, these elements, period. You can't go wrong starting there. You really can't. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get signs, synchronicities, omens, all types of things that's going to keep you connected. Feathers and leaves, falling leaves and all that. You're going to be connected. Once you get connected, you connected. You can choose. You mold that. That's why I said you can choose how you want to go, where you want to go from it. That's why I say it's your choice. You know? This is the energy. You know, another thing I recommend now is, you know, studying astrology, studying the chakras. I just recommended. I just told you how all that shit connect. A herb is connected to an organ. An organ is connected to a planet. A planet is connected to a zodiac. It's all connected. Period. So you're going to have to study the connection. You know, when you are working with your psychic powers, that connect matters, and it starts with an herb. So herbs are going to be very significant. Holistic healing is going to be very significant when it comes to keeping that connect, because it's not connected to the same material energy. It's connected to the spiritual energy. The healing is a little bit different, so you can't intertwine those energies. Almost like you make sure you separate your business credit from your personal credit. That's how serious it is when it comes to this material in the spiritual world. It's really that serious. Because things are going to be constantly changing, you know. So herbs are going to be very significant. Last but not least, I do recommend an oracle. I do. That is the first thing I recommend to you. You know, most people would recommend a pendulum, but that's up to you. But I would recommend an oracle. And I'm not talking about no little love oracle. I'm talking about a chakra oracle, an affirmation oracle, a health oracle, a yoga oracle, a motherfucking school oracle. They got oracles for every aspect of your life. Get that. For this area, I would recommend an ancestor oracle, an herb oracle, an earth oracle. I would recommend a planet astrology oracle in this aspect if you're trying to self-care these psychic powers up. Trying to power up. You know? I recommend those things. So, tarot is the journey of life. We still learning it. We don't need the answers. We need keys, pieces, tools. We'll get the answers when it's time. Because even if you do have the answers, it may not be time for you to know them. You know? That's big in life, period. Last but not least is the alignment. Okay? Alignment, self-care. Alignment is what keep this shit going. Alignment is what keep everything I just said going. In flow, in sync. Alignment is like the surfer on that wave. And this world is the tsunami. This is the alignment. So for self-care and alignment, my first thing I recommend is inspirational podcasts. And I'm not just talking about, you know, a podcast always talking about how to make money. You know, I'm talking about podcasts that get real deep. Like the traumas, the PTSD, the judgment podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the podcasts that are healing towards inspiration, the testimonial podcast. Those are the podcasts I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because those are going to be the podcasts that give you that role model energy. Even if you don't see this person physically, it's an energy that will be carried with these individuals. It's going to make you research. It's going to make you think. Like for example, if James Eastern had a healing chakra podcast, you know what I'm saying? And Monday through Friday, he talk about the chakras all week. He gonna be getting so deep in that motherfucking shit. You know, who the fuck is John? Or James? What is his name again? Let me see if oh man, James. Shit, James' website set up good. He got it like, all right, this way he do. He going live all week. We see this nigga all the time in this motherfucker. This really must be what he doing. Oh my God. Okay, that's pretty dope. Wow. Okay. You know, it's just like that. You know, keep that. Don't let that go nowhere. Another thing is I would recommend is changing your music playlist. You know, we all want to be connected. I'm not putting nothing on my checklist. Hey, my shit right there, Carter B. Ooh. Yes, we all do, but we kind of need some synchronicity. I will be one of the greatest. That is of all. Yeah, that is a promise. Always wanted to be famous. Just being real. Yeah, just being honest. We need some shit like that. Okay, we need to shift that music. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be prepared for these shifts, in this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know when it's time to listen to that music. You know when it's time. You know when we need that money, baby, money, baby. You know when it's time we need those things. But most of the time we need to be inspired. Most of the time we looking for inspiration. That's why we online. Ain't nobody talking about shit. You know. And tomorrow they ain't got no words. They ain't talking about nothing. Well, shit, you ain't said nothing. So I'm trying to figure out how worried you possibly, maybe. We'll see. You know, so yeah. Also, another thing I would recommend is listen to meditation music daily. Meditation music is something that should happen daily. Okay, when you go to sleep at night, I always recommend go ahead and fix you up a nightly healing frequency meditation playlist. Okay, for the sleep as you sleep, your subconscious, heal that pain, the resentment, the regret. You know what I'm saying? You know, connect with your higher self as you sleep. You know, look for meditations like that. I have a whole entire playlist. You know, you can kindly graciously go to Armirica Hill. You will see Journey Through the Soul right there. Click that. Go ahead and I'll kindly accept your invite if you meet the requirements, and you will see the playlist that I put together. Because see, this is going to be posted on YouTube and shit like that. It's going everywhere, but this is going to be posted itself on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I got to see if I can put that link down there. I got to see. You know, I got to see how to do that though. I'm still learning this YouTube shit. You know, I just know I like to put out my stuff. You know, but anyways, 30 minutes a day. Even if you have to work during the day on your lunch break, if you got a 10-minute lunch break, 10 minutes of your time needs to be spent. You need to find a 10-minute meditation that's going to reshift your energy to reshift it back the way you need to be. You need to find something that's going to bring you down. You got to have a light switch analogy. It's on, it's off. Period. So you need to be doing that 30 minutes a day. Okay? Find time to meditate. You know, find time to calm your mind, because the world is a tsunami. I'm telling you the shit. Listen. All right. Another thing I recommend is make a plan. Before your ass shut them motherfucking eyes, I need a plan. You don't have to plan the whole week out. Motherfucker, get the next day. Can we deal with one day at a time? Well, you know, the world made motherfucking earthquake Wednesday. Can we deal with one day at a time? So make a plan before you go to bed. I love the fact that I make a plan, because I get so many things completed. I'm like, oh my God, plans. We're completing plans. Check, 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 check. It's like so, it feels so good to me. So completing, when you see yourself, your plan, what you wrote down, pen to paper, Erica said it best. It make you feel like, fuck the rest. Like, I got this shit. I can pass the test. Plan. It makes you prompt. You want to be prompt, persistent, and passionate. You know? Another thing I would recommend is cleansing daily. And I don't just mean cleansing with Sage and Santo. I mean keeping your space clean. Your space, your area. Keeping it clean. See, the reason why we stopped keeping it clean, motherfuckers put OCD on that motherfucker. Ain't no damn OCD. It's an energy, and I feel it on me. Keep your shit clean. Period. 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 Then Sage and Santo. Okay? That's the right way. That's the way it's really supposed to go. Okay? Last but not least, daily affirmations. Get your daily affirmations. I am strong. I am courageous. I am confident. I am open. I am receptive. I am positive. I am love. I am peace. I'm generosity. I'm all of those things. I am that I am. I am. Okay? They said, hey, baby, thank you. So, you know, in knowing those things, write them down, put them on your mirror. You have to put this somewhere where you're going to see this shit all the time. You got to look at this shit all the time. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All that shit fine.
Oh, that shit fine.
Oh, my God, boo. Don't repeat that. Oh, I'm not editing the video. Don't curse. I'm not playing. Y'all, I'm a bad cursor, so baby, it's cursing, okay? I'm not editing that. I might. Okay. But yeah. So do this. You know? Do this. Do this. Like, literally do this. That is everything, guys. I do want to end with an affirmation, one of my favorites. I recently received it, and it just has been moving my life, okay? It says, I forgive myself for thinking when things don't go my way, the world is not against me. I choose to believe that every unexpected outcome has a message that invites me to broaden my perspective and find the clarity that allows me to maximize my efforts. Now that shit just, man, come on now. CosmicBalance369.com. Forgive, release, heal, awaken, and inspire. Ashe. And I send many, ooh, it's the blessings. I send them all your way. Today, all days, many days. Ashe.